Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Walls versus Walker.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Walls, you say that after spending a short time away from Ms. Walker, you caught her with someone else's hands in her cookie jar.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you say Ms. Walker is a serial cheater and there is no way you are her child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Additionally, Mr. Walls, you claim you lent Ms. Walker your car to help her with her child and she never gave it back, so you are suing her for $2,500.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Walker, you say Mr. Walls is a sweet-talking liar who knows very well he's the father of your 3-year-old daughter, Adriana, and you intend to prove that today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Walls, how did you get in this relationship?
Well, I worked across the street from where Dominique stayed, and when Dominique would walk out of her house going down the street, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, trying to catch her attention. So, you know, I kept pursuing her. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Can I call you? You know, and eventually I got tired of just standing across the street, asking her, can I call? I ran across the street and started walking down the street to the gas station with her, you know, and eventually she gave me her number. Eventually, about probably a couple months, me pursuing her.
Okay, all right, well, you were persistent, so you asked her on a date?
Yes, so we started going out. It's a little park called Belle Isle where we live at.
In Detroit?
Yeah.
I'm from Detroit, I love Belle Isle.
Oh yeah, that's the spot
All
right there. So we started going out there, you know, spending time by the water. I felt it was romantic, you know. And so,
Ms. Walker?
Yes, Your Honor.
He seemed like he was a gentleman courting you. You went out with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
It was a good relationship at first?
It was good in the beginning until I found out I was pregnant. And when I found out I was pregnant, I told him, but he talked about he wanted a DNA test. And I told him we can do a DNA test because he said that he saw me in the car with another guy around the same time I got pregnant. But it was true, but it was a family member.
No way. I know her mama. I know both her sisters. And I ain't never seen this dude, period. Not near day in my life. And
He never saw none of my
family
members except my mom.
Okay, wait. It started off so good on Belle Isle.
Yeah, it was.
Wait a minute. It was good at first, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Until you told him you were pregnant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, when she told you she was pregnant, Mr. Walls, you weren't excited about it? Were you all boyfriend and girlfriend at this point, or what?
We were separated then.
No, because
We were separated.
I was absent for about 30 days, unfortunately.
Okay.
I was not
Away.
near her.
Away. Did this turn into a real relationship is the point? Okay, that took too long. So it was not a relationship. So you all were having sex.
Yeah.
Without protection.
Pretty much.
But not in a relationship. So when she told you she was pregnant and it was your child, you had doubt.
Yeah.
Your Honor, when I told her I was pregnant, and he has said, well, I need to take a DNA test because he said he didn't trust me.
But she admitted to cheating, though. Because when I was gone for them 30 days, she admitted to cheating.
Did you admit to cheating?
No, Your Honor.
I asked her specifically. I said, when I was gone, have you been seeing anybody else? She said no. I asked her again, I asked her again. She finally said yeah, she was talking to another guy when I was gone. That's what you said. That's what you admitted to me.
We in court and you still lying.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
She admitted. Now, if she hadn't admitted this, I wouldn't have my doubts about this baby. This is why I got my doubts, because she admitted this.
What did she say to you exactly?
She exactly said that, yes, she was talking to another guy when I was gone and not in the picture.
Talking or more than talking?
Talking in Detroit is more than talking.
I'm glad you said it and not me. No, seriously though. So the point is you thought she meant I'm dating someone else.
Yeah, she had to been because, shoot, when I come up her street one day, I'm in a different car, I come up her street one day and I see this blue Crown Victoria parked in front of her house. I see 2 silhouettes in the car. I seen a silhouette.
Is this what you brought? You brought an exhibit over here?
Yeah, that's what that is.
Well, I'd like to see it. Step over to your exhibit and explain it to me.
All right.
This is what, okay. Now explain to me what's happening.
Okay, this is Finkel right here. This is where I used to work. This is her house over here on Quincy. So I worked across the street from her house. Now, I'm coming down Finkel from my house on Ohio. Coming down Finkel, I turn on her block. I look at the car in the driveway like, what the what? So I said, wait a minute. I goes all the way back around the corner, come back, slow down. I look like, no, that don't look like Dominique in that car. Like, that ain't Miss Walker. Like, no. So I said, forget it. I drive on around again. I'm on
You
around
on
again.
your third lap?
Yeah, I'm on my third lap now. I'm doing a Hollywood stop now, like, yeah, that's her. That's her in the car. And then I confronted her about that. I said, you supposed to be pregnant with my baby, and you sitting in the car with this other guy.
And what did she say?
She said, whatever I do is my business. I said, and it looked like you was leaning over kissing the guy.
Step back over to the podium, sir. Thank you for that, that description.
Number one, Your Honor, the car wasn't in the driveway. The car was in front of my house. And he told me.
So you admit it. Right here, the car was in front of your house.
Right, in front
And you was
of
in the
my
car,
house.
right? You was in the
I
car.
admit
You was
that,
in the
but
car.
I'm not about
You
to
was in the
admit
car.
that I was cheating because I was not cheating when I got
Was there
What
a
you doing-
man in
what
the
you
car
doing in the
with
car
you?
with a
Yes,
man
was.
then? What you doing in the car with him then?
It was a family member.
Yeah, get the
It was
boy,
one
I'll
of my
tell you
family
the truth.
members came over
Boy.
to check on me because I was calling him the same day. I was calling him, calling
If
him,
I
calling
had a
him
nickel.
because I.
If I had a nickel.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Me and my kid's mama, we was still living together when I was talking to her. So, you know, she knew this though. It wasn't no big secret to her. She knew this.
So wait, now, you lived with another woman when you all met?
Yeah.
Okay.
She knew about it though. It wasn't like I was keeping a secret. I wasn't hiding
Yeah,
nothing.
you were still in this relationship?
I wouldn't technically say that I was in a relationship with her or either her. I was just really right now waiting for these people to move out my house so I can move into my house and get away from her and not, you know, I'm kind of complicated, but I was working it out.
You were in transition.
We can call it that.
Oh,
We can call it
okay.
that.
So bottom line is you weren't really claiming either woman.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But Your Honor, he was.
But you just making circles around her house 3 times checking to see what she doing.
Well, see, she said she pregnant by me. I was just making sure her well-being was okay.
So the point is this. At that point, she's already pregnant.
Yeah, pretty much.
So did anything happen before she got pregnant that would make you suspicious?
I call her phone. She'll say she at home. I go to her house, knock on the door. Her mama come downstairs and say, Dominique not here. Dominique went over her god sister's house. I just talked to Dominique. She said she was home. This happens a couple
Your
of
Honor,
times.
No,
Oh,
no,
my
Your
gosh,
Honor.
I wish your
no,
mama was here.
Because we're gonna start from the time he said he was living with his baby mama. He was telling me
was
that
staying
he
with me. It's
was
a
he gonna
difference. It was
promise
my
to
house.
leave her so he can be with me and my child. But it have not happened like that.
Hold on. Throughout the pregnancy, you were by yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
He didn't help you go to doctor's appointments
No,
or any
Your
of that
Honor.
kind of stuff?
Nothing. He was not
Was
there
he
for
at
no-
the birth?
No.
Is he
You
on the
wanna
birth
know
certificate?
why I wasn't at the birth?
His name
Let's
was on
not
the birth
get there.
certificate, no.
Let's not get there why I wasn't at the birth. Let's get that together.
He came after I had a baby. He came at 7 o'clock that night.
You called me 7 o'clock that
No,
day.
no.
Your Honor,
No.
this woman called me. She called me and said, I had the baby. I said, when did you have the baby? She said, yesterday. I said, Dominique, it's 7
I
o'clock.
I
It
was
is
in
7
labor.
o'clock. She didn't call me till the next day.
He was,
No,
he
I
was
called
ready, Miss
him.
Walker. Why didn't you call him?
I called him when my water broke.
No,
you did.
My
did not.
mom is my witness. I called him when my water
Ooh,
broke.
I need a stack of
I
Bibles.
called him. He didn't ask her.
No,
he
you
didn't
did
ask
not.
the phone. He didn't ask the text messages, nothing.
Well, see, the problem is that since he's still with the other woman, when you call him, he can't pick up the phone. We know what's happening here.
Well, that may be
Can't
true a
pick,
little
yeah, that's
That
what
may be true a little
I
bit.
major in truth in this courtroom.
bit. Okay.
We know. I'm from Detroit too,
I know that's right.
so you can't out-talk me.
I know 100% that he is the father because when we went out for the first time, 'cause he was the motorcycle club, and we went there and stuff like that. We was talking and we were having a good time, a good night. And one thing leads to the next. I'm on the pool table.
Oh, it was
And we did not use
operating
protection.
hours?
Huh?
No,
it wasn't.
No, the club that I had belonged to, you know, as a member, you can have a key to the bar.
Okay, the baby was conceived on the corner pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. We got it. So, any other doubt that you've left out?
All my other kids, I had symptoms. You know what I'm saying? I woke up, I'm feeling like I'm puking up a little bit. I'm feeling a little nauseous. And with her pregnancy, I had none of that.
How many other kids do you have?
I got 5 other kids.
Okay. You had pregnancy symptoms with all 5?
Yeah, pretty much.
You did?
Yeah.
We hear this a lot in the courtroom, and I want to learn more about that, so I'm calling upon an expert. Jerome, will you please escort Dr. Tosha Rogers from Atlanta Premier OBGYN into the courtroom?
Sure. Go ahead and go right up to the witness stand next to the judge.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Mr. Walls, our plaintiff, has said as part of his testimony that in his 5 other children, he would feel pregnancy-like symptoms. What is this thing?
Okay. It actually does exist, and it's called Couvaid syndrome.
Couvaid syndrome.
Couvaid syndrome, yes, and it varies to different degrees. It could be very minimal to something that dad doesn't even notice, like love handles, and he figures he's getting a little bigger because mom's eating more, to nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. So it does certainly exist.
So it's a real syndrome. It's a real thing.
Yes.
There's like scientific basis for it.
We know that hormonally, males get an increase in female hormones. They get an increase in estrogen and a few more.
When a
female
woman's
hormones.
pregnant?
Yes. Now, it can vary based on their closeness or their cohabitation with a woman. So they may feel it more if they live with the woman or if they identify more with the pregnancy.
And you all weren't living together when she was pregnant, right?
Right.
What bearing does it have on paternity? Any?
No. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Walls.
I mean, you know.
Mr. Walls, for your other 5 children, were you living with the mother at that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that could be the reason why you didn't necessarily feel it with Miss Walker, because as I just asked you a moment ago, you all weren't living together.
No.
All right. So, Mr. Walls, before we get to the paternity results, I want to deal with your suit. You're suing for $2,500.
Yes.
You say you lent Miss Walker your car.
Yes.
And never got it back?
No.
Explain.
Forgot that. In my heart, you know, I'm a big old softy. You know, in my heart, I was like, I'm gonna give Miss Walker this car.
You're gonna give her this car, or you're going to let her use it?
I'm gonna let her use it.
He gave me the car, Your
I
Honor.
specifically told her,
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I gave her the car. Yes, I gave her the car.
Okay.
But at the stipulation, I told her, whenever you get another car, return this car back to me. I specifically told her that.
Do you remember conditions?
No. He said this is you can have this car so you can get back and forth to the doctor appointments and stuff like that. And he did say, when you get another car, give me the car back. I said, all right, give or take her. All right, whatever. Then I ain't could get the car back because I got in a car accident. The car was so messed up, Your Honor, it could not move. If he wanted the car, I could give him the car.
So
But
now
it's
you
not
do
that.
admit that he told you to give it back. He was basically lending you the car.
Right.
Okay. The bottom line is in court, you both have testified to, admitted, and confirmed the fact that Mr. Walls loaned you this vehicle. What kind of car was it, Mr. Walls?
It was a 02 Ford Escape.
Let me pull up the Blue Book value of what this car is. We're going to say that it was a lower value running condition. That's $1,745. You did not give him the car back because you ended up crashing the car. You still owe him the value of the car. My judgment is for the plaintiff for $1,745. Moving on to the paternity. What are you hoping for today?
Hope that he, when it come out, say she his, to step up to the plate and do what you gotta do for your child. I just need help. I can't just take care of her by myself. I ain't make her by myself.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Mr. Walls before these results are read?
I just want to say, if it come back and says sure, I just need an apology. If it come back and say it's not yours, I'll give you an apology.
So early in court, Ms. Walker, you said that there's absolutely no way it could be anybody else's.
No way. No.
So why did you say if it comes back and it's not yours, I'm going to give you an apology?
Because it got to be his. It ain't no other way. Ain't no other guy. No, it's not.
Let's go to the results. Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Walls versus Walker, when it comes to 3-year-old Adriana Walker, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Walls, you are not her father. Ms. Walker, I gave you an opportunity, at least 5.
Well, I apologize. I'm sorry.
3 years. 3 years. Do you know who her father is?
Yeah.
Was it the guy in the car?
No. No.
Why not just be honest?
Because I was scared.
See, I'll take honesty any day. We all make mistakes, huge mistakes. And the point is we have to figure out how to do better, because I don't want to see you in here again. I want you to start really working through these fears you have. Is your other child's father in their life?
Yes.
Okay, so you have that. And now we have to work on doing the same for Adriana. But we got to work past that fear, and whatever that thing is that's keeping you from being honest and truthful in your life. I wish you all the very best of luck. Take advantage of this counseling, all right?
Yes, you are.
Court is adjourned.